And thanks for joining us for Fox 43 News First at 4. I'm Evan Forrester. The mass funding deadlock continues in Harrisburg, with officials now saying that Amtrak rails right here in South Central Pennsylvania could end up being affected. Fox 43's James Corrigan has details of how funding for SEPTA in Philadelphia could affect commuters into both Philadelphia and Harrisburg from our local areas.
While much of the attention in the mass transit debate has fallen on Philadelphia's SEPTA, the looming cuts to the agency could have a major impact on the ability of Lancaster and Dauphin-County residents to commute to work every day.
The worst case scenario is someone may have to find employment closer to home.
Mark Puglisi is the borough manager of Mount Joy, which sits as a stop along Amtrak's Keystone Line, connecting Philadelphia to Harrisburg. SEPTA's regional rails operate on lines owned by Amtrak. With those rails set to be cut, however, due to a lack of state funding, officials say Amtrak stands to lose $71 million in SEPTA payments. They warn that it could lead to a severe curtailment of the line and potentially its elimination. Puglisi says the rail is a lifeline to his residents who work in Philadelphia or Harrisburg and is a factor of why they live in the borough in the first place.
And if those services are cut or the services are eliminated, that would eliminate Mount Joy Borough as a place for people to come to settle down.
A statement from Amtrak says the lack of funding could lead to a, quote, deterioration in infrastructure condition and authorized train operating speeds, negatively impacting all of Pennsylvania's Amtrak rail lines. It comes as Harrisburg lawmakers remain deadlocked on mass transit funding, with both the Democratic-controlled House and Republican-controlled Senate rejecting bills from the other chamber that would meet Governor Josh Shapiro's $293 million funding request. Despite Senate Republicans' dismissal of the transit funding issue, Shapiro said Tuesday that every county will be affected by this delay, and that while he doesn't believe the Keystone Line itself will be eliminated, the threat to its infrastructure heightens the need for a deal to be reached.
I have made clear that mass transit is an issue that affects all 67 counties, including right here in South Central Pennsylvania. Members from rural, urban, and suburban communities have now all voted to fund mass transit. So we've got to figure out ways to bridge the divides that exist and get a package done to support these communities.
Now, the good news is that there is still time. SEPTA's regional rails won't be going dark until January 1st. But with 50 days now past the budget deadline and no end in sight, the only certainty that remains on mass transit is uncertainty. In Harrisburg, I'm James Corrigan with Fox 43 News.